Red, white, and blue political news now. We're going to take a live look at Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, no, this is not a live look. This is tape. It's day 2 of the Democratic National Convention. Former President Bill Clinton will be the featured speaker tonight. You might recall President Obama easily won Wisconsin in 2008.
But it's expected to be a lot closer this November. Charles Benson is live at the convention to explain why leaders from some of our biggest cities are backing Barack. Charles.
Well, as the nation's debt climbs past $16 trillion, there's a lot of debate at these conventions as to what to do about that. Democrats worry that Republicans will cut money and therefore cut jobs. President Obama's been to your city. Are people frustrated that more hasn't been accomplished?
Well, I don't think that they're frustrated with more hasn't been accomplished because we've accomplished a lot.
Call him optimistic, but Racine Mayor John Dickert has seen his city's unemployment rate drop from 17% to 12% in 3 years, a city that also falls within Congressman Paul Ryan's district. Dickert worries Republican promises of cutting spending could hurt critical government spending on infrastructure projects that create jobs.
If you're not investing in cities, there's one thing you can be guaranteed of, and that is you're not going to grow your economy.
Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett shares the same concern. Can you give examples on where you think the city, especially in the African American community, are they better off?
Well, there are certainly parts of the city that have done better in the last 4 years. You look at the Menominee Valley, that has certainly had a significant economic turnaround.
Both mayors point to light rail, which is what they have here in Charlotte. And even former Governor Jim Doyle says it's a debate this country needs to have.
The most obvious way for direct job creation that the government has to do is infrastructure. So when you see the light rail in Charlotte, roads and bridges. And this, by the way, is something that President Obama doesn't get nearly enough credit for.
And of course, Wisconsin Republicans have already said no to high-speed rail, saying taxpayers couldn't afford it and didn't want it. On your side at the Democratic National Convention in Charlotte, Charles Benson, today's TMJ4.
Charles, why did Democratic Party leaders believe it was important for President Clinton to be the one to give tonight's closing speech?
A lot of people asking that question. It does have its risks and rewards. President Clinton has said that he doesn't think raising taxes during a sluggish economy is a good idea. But tonight he's expected to say a winner-take-all society. If you support that, you support the Republican ticket. But if you're looking for shared prosperity and responsibility, he says you should be backing the Obama-Biden team. Mike and Carol.
Charles Benson joining us live. We'll hear from you tonight on Live at 10.